कभी जातका टेल्स, कभी कथामृतो, तो पढ़ते थे. We used to read all in the city together. So what did that do to me? It brought me alive to life. And later when I studied literature as a subject in the university, I realized that the Ramayanas are the first original written books in those languages. Many of these, Kashidashi Ramayana, for example, in Bengali. And why are they original? Because they not only tell the story, they sort of recreate it and place it with the ethos and the values of the society in which they are growing up. The same goes for our Tulsidas Ramayana. It is more bhakti. In Bengali Ramayana, it was more, the Pachali tradition, where a lot of the society is reflected in that. So anyway, it went on like that, and I realized that in Bengal there was a publisher called Dev Sahitya Akadami. They used to bring out translations of the books for young readers, and I grew up reading. I'll give you a couple of the names. I grew up reading Adventures of Tom Sawyer, as well as Crime and Punishment. I read Bluebird as well as Shakespeare's Othello and some of these things as a child in translation, translated into Bengali. Later years, we've seen in recent years how Marquez and Japanese writer and our African writers, Nobel winners, have come to us mostly through translations. So translation from beginning with our childhood to our times. My father was a Bengali writer who went to Bombay and became a screenplay writer, very eminent, he's a legend. But he nursed one sorrow, in one sadness, that his colleagues didn't know what he was as a writer, because they only knew the films he had written for, and in films it is always the director who is more important. So people didn't know him. It's only after he passed away that I could bring out his writings in Hindi translation, and to talk about Czechoslovakia and Russia and Japanese. In recent time, Iran has emerged, China has emerged as major filmmaking centers. 60 years ago, Hollywood dominated, 70 years ago, or even further ahead. But in more recent times, it's cinema from Korea, cinema from, little pockets that were not so well known. And they have again come to us through subtitles. And today, channels like Netflix brings films to us with subtitles. That again is translation. So I'll stop there. My opening remarks, I'll stop there, but I will continue to ask all my distinguished panel friends, colleagues. We would not have claimed the first Nobel Prize. We as Asians would not have claimed the first Nobel Prize that came to Rabindranath had he not done the translations. So translations not only remains at that everyday bus में वहाँ भी चाहिए. As the question later.